What up, y'all? I'm up at the tattoo shop today getting ready to do some tats, but I wanted to make this video before I started my work day. I've been meaning to talk about this shit for a long time, man, but I don't do as many TV or movie reviews on here as I do like omnibus statue shit. But once in a while, if something really I enjoy, I like to get it in and talk about it. And I know I'm late to the game, but, better late than never. Daredevil Born Again, the series. I'm about to talk about that. Stay tuned.
Nerdcore, the sickest channel around. Subscribe, bruh.
I don't know why it took me so long to watch this. I feel like I'm kind of a hater with Daredevil for some reason. I just used to think he was kind of corny or something. And I had big issues with like how they portrayed John Berthenol's Punisher, and he was in it and all that, and I'll get to that later. He's growing on me, but I don't know, I'm just saying I never got really into any of the Marvel Netflix shows. I appreciate the savagery of them and the fact that they were rated R and shit, but I never really got into them. But for some reason, me and my wife were like, fuck it, let's give Daredevil Born Again a try. We heard it was hard. We heard it was dope. And then we started to watch it. I never really read a lot of Daredevil comics, read a lot of Punisher comics. That's why I got a lot of critiques on Berthenol's Punisher. But as far as Daredevil, I just went in blind, like just trying to enjoy it as a show. And I really like the rated R aspect of it, the savagery of it. And I like how Daredevil be fucking fools up, dude. Like, damn, I didn't know he was like that. Breaking motherfuckers' legs, almost killing the fucking serial killer guy. I can't even remember his name. Muse or whatever, which I thought he was a dope character, but I kind of thought they wasted him and killed him too fast, which is a whole nother thing that one of the guys I work with was like, no, it wasn't like that in the comics, and he was kind of disappointed. And I thought the show in general was a very slow build up to like him coming back hard in the paint as Daredevil. And I feel like they added a little too much drama in there, and that took a little too long to get to that stuff. But I guess they had to do that because what are you going to do? Just not have a show? It can't all be action. And I know there is a lot of drama in comics, but it didn't really get hella hype for me till Frank Castle came back. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't care about, some of the guys that got killed and the dramatic. A lot of the little drama points just weren't hitting for me, dog. And I don't know why. I guess if you're invested in the characters and you watch the Netflix series and you really love these people, you're going to get fucked up about like Froggy dying and Karen Page leaving and all that, and like White Tiger, whatever he was, and his niece and all that. But a lot of that shit, man, I just don't need to see. I don't know, maybe I'm a dick. Maybe I'm just a doofus who wants to see straight action and Daredevil fighting serial killers and shit, but I don't know. I want to say Kingpin seemed a little bit kind of corny to me for some reason in here. Like, damn, bro, you let your wife treat you like a bitch, fool. And then his voice and the way he talked, it seems very forced to me. And I found it particularly corny how he busted that dude's fucking head open at the end of the thing. I don't know, man. It just seemed corny to me. The real villains of this fucking show were that little assistant little bastard guy who kept manipulating everybody and manipulating his friends and trying to act like he was a gangster, like he was vicariously living through Kingpin. And all the motherfuckers in his who worked for him, who betrayed each other, and that renegade group of wannabe ass Punisher cops. And I liked how the fact that Frank Carter is a band. Frank Carter and the Rattlesnakes is one of my favorite bands. Why Frank Castle told basically all them motherfuckers, y'all are bitches, you don't know my pain. You can't feel my pain. And they beat the shit out of him. I'm starting to like John more as the Punisher. Like, he's badass, he's lethal. That scene where him and Daredevil were killing motherfuckers in his apartment, that shit was sick. But I like, he has a good accent and shit. But I think he's a little too crazy and reckless. Like, Punisher is more of a calculated, cold killer psycho, man, and a vigilante. And I think they just portray his version of the Punisher as too ruthless. But he's supposed to be ruthless, but I would say reckless, I mean, because I feel like he's more calculated. Um, and I think he looks good. He reminds me of John Romita Jr. Punisher with the broken looking nose and all that shit. But please slick this man's fucking hair back, bro. I'm so sick of it, dude. Uh, they need to slick his hair back, bro, so he can look like Punisher. The part where Daredevil went to visit Punisher and he accidentally hit Punisher, and Punisher's like, "That's the realest shit you've done, ho." Or that is not what he said, but that part hit powerfully. That was some hard shit. Thought that was dope. Like I said, the serial killer dude, man, I feel like they should have kept him going longer, and he should have been more of a big villain. And overall, some of the stuff was corny, dude. Like Kingpin's wife treating him like a punk. Daredevil's girlfriend kind of got on my nerves too, man. But I mean, these are just my opinions, dude. The writers got to write the shit how they want. I think a little bit less drama, a little bit more vigilanteism would have made it better. But all in all, I thought it was a pretty dope show. And I didn't even care about Daredevil before, but I will definitely watch a next season of it. And that Punisher fucking special that John Berthenol is supposed to be making. But just slick his fucking hair back. Anyway, if y'all are Daredevil fans, man, let me know what you thought about the show in the comments below. I appreciate you guys watching. Peace.